Hi, today I am going to show you how to host a NESTJS server using Linode and Docker. This hosting service is free and fully scalable. But in order to use it for free, you will have to register in one of the links that I am going to leave below that are not mine, and you will have $100 free to use it. Not only you will be able to create Docker servers, but also many other applications, such as Minecraft servers, Mongob, WordPress, among others. But remember that you will only have free credits available for only 3 months. Let's start. The first thing we have to do is to go to Create, Linode, Marketplace and select Docker. Then we have to fill in the following fields and write down or remember the information because we will have to use it later: the sudoser and its respective password, the password for domain-related issues, and the image, which doesn't really matter which one. You can choose the region that suits you best, as well. You will also be able to choose any type of server offered by Linode since we will have free credits. Choose the one that best suits your needs. In my case, I will choose the cheapest one since it will be only for testing purposes. You will also be able to choose any type of server offered by Linode since we will have free credits. Choose the one that best suits your needs. In my case, I will choose the cheapest one since it will be only for testing. You can also give it any name you want. And remember the password I put here because we will have to use it later on. While waiting for the server to load, in my case I am going to create a NESTJS server for testing purposes. If you already have one, you don't need to do this step. Remember also to host the server in a GitHub repository. Once finished, you have to create the GitHub folder, and inside it the workflows folder. To finally create the dockerpush.yml file. Then paste the content that you can see in the repository description. In addition, we have to create 2 more files, Dockerfile and .dockerignore. Where we are going to repeat the same as with the previous file, we will check the information in the repository. Once this step is finished, we will have to create an account in Docker Hub and create a repository, which we will use to upload the image of our server. Once created, we will have to go to the GitHub repository of the project and follow the steps in the video to create the GitHub secrets with the information of our Docker account. Then to test that everything is working well, we will have to create a push and go to the GitHub Actions section of the repository and check that the screen appears. In case everything goes well, the tick should appear, and we will have to check in Docker Hub. Once the image is generated, we will have to test that it works well with the server we created in Linode. For that, you will have to run the command you see on the screen, and you can copy it in the description. In the variable name you can put anything, but the last thing has to be your Docker username and the repository name. Once we run the command and it does not throw errors, we go to the URL of our server to test that everything is working correctly. After that, we will have to create a file called update.sh where we will run the commands for the server autodeploy when uploading a change in GitHub. Again, we will have to copy the repository content from the description and replace the repository address with the one we created. Then we will have to create new GitHub secrets as you see on the screen with the same data, except for the root password, which is the one you defined at the beginning when you created the Linode server. Finally, we are going to generate a commit to check that everything is okay and that the project really auto-deploys. I hope you liked the video, and don't forget to leave your support in the comments. In case you have doubts or questions, ask them in the comments and I will be reading them.